Hey guys, so, have you ever wondered why the Pope, yes, that peaceful guy in white robes, is considered one of the most powerful people on the planet? I mean, he's not a billionaire, doesn't run a country with tanks, and technically lives in a place smaller than a shopping mall. But his influence? Massive. Let's dive into it. Trust me, this is gonna blow your mind. Who exactly is the Pope? Officially known as the Bishop of Rome, the Pope is the supreme leader of the Roman Catholic Church, which, by the way, has 1.3 billion followers worldwide. But that's not all. He's also the head of state of Vatican City, an independent country that's literally smaller than your neighborhood, but has more influence than some entire continents. The papacy, yep, that's what it's called, has been around for over 2,000 years. It's one of the oldest institutions still standing, and it plays a huge role, not just spiritually, but politically and diplomatically too. Let's talk about spiritual power, the kind that doesn't need armies or cash, but still shapes the world. The Pope is seen as the successor of St. Peter, the top apostle of Jesus. So when he speaks about faith or morality, his words carry serious weight. Sometimes when he speaks from the chair of Peter, ex cathedra, if you want to sound fancy, his statements are considered infallible, like spiritually bulletproof. He also gets to appoint every single bishop around the globe. That means Catholic dioceses from Vietnam to Venezuela are led by people chosen by one man. Talk about global reach. The Pope isn't just a religious figure, he's a global influencer before TikTok made it cool. When he gives his Easter or Christmas blessings, literally billions of people tune in. Some are Catholic, sure, but many just admire what he represents: peace, compassion, moral clarity. Major events like World Youth Day attract millions of people. For example, in 2013, the one in Brazil pulled in 3 million attendees. That's basically a full Coachella, but with more candles and fewer crop tops. Now let's talk soft power. The Pope is like a living, breathing, white-robed version of the United Nations. Back in 1965, Pope Paul VI became the first pope to speak at the UN. Since then, popes have spoken there regularly, always pushing messages of peace, justice, and human dignity. In 2015, Pope Francis made history by becoming the first pope to address the U.S. Congress. Think about that. One of the world's most powerful institutions just sat and listened to a guy who doesn't even run a military. Oh, and this isn't just talk. The Vatican gets things done. In 2014, Pope Francis played a key role in restoring diplomatic ties between the U.S. and Cuba after 50 years of tension. He sent letters to both President Obama and Cuban leader Raúl Castro, then hosted secret meetings at the Vatican. Boom! Historic handshake. The Vatican has also helped resolve border disputes, like the one between Chile and Argentina in the 70s. That's not just moral leadership, that's real-world diplomacy. And let's not forget, the Catholic Church is a global economic force. They run thousands of schools, hospitals, and charities, backed by billions of dollars. In Australia alone, the Church's assets are estimated at $30 billion. In Germany, they run large social enterprises. It's like a spiritual Fortune 500 company. Meeting the Pope isn't just a photo op, it's a prestige moment for any world leader. From U.S. presidents to Saudi kings, everyone lines up for a handshake and a blessing. Even if they're not Catholic, they know it matters. In the U.S., it's a tradition that started with President Woodrow Wilson in 1919. Since Eisenhower, every single American president has met the Pope at least once. These meetings aren't just polite. They're where global issues like human rights, religious freedom, and peace are actually discussed. And in 2014, Pope Francis did something absolutely unprecedented. He invited the leaders of Israel and Palestine to pray together at the Vatican. I mean, when was the last time anyone pulled that off? So yeah, the Pope doesn't have a military, he doesn't print money, but with moral authority, global reach, and the loyalty of over 1 billion people, he's easily one of the most powerful people on earth. His power isn't about fear, it's about faith. It's not about domination, it's about inspiration. That's what makes it so unique.